Hello everybody out there in the music community. This is MicroSoldier777 here. And as you recall on my last video, or one of my recent ones, I showed a rundown of some cassettes I picked up for next to nothing from a friend of mine, a local friend of mine. So what I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to show my Stryper cassettes, both what he gave me and what I've had for years. Now, just to let you know, I'm not a cassette collector. I don't go out looking for cassettes. But if I find a good deal, or we're next to nothing, locally or online or through word of mouth, I will do a trade or something, or that kind of thing. Depends on what's cost, order it or whatever. But my main focus is on vinyl and CDs is my main focus. Also too, where I showed about a year and a half ago my Stryper collection. Make sure you go back and look for that to watch those videos, because I'm going to call this one the next part of those prior videos I showed in my Stryper collection. So this is more of an update to my Stryper oriented collection. So let's start now. So this one here I've had for years. I bought off my buddy who gave me those cassettes for about $5 back in '86, around there. Here's Stryper Young Black Attack, the original EP, 6-on EP on the Enigma Records. There you have it. And here's the spine. And I think he tore off the older form that came as an extra flap. But mine don't have that flap. There you have it. I think these cassettes are very hard to find now. If you were to find it online, I think it might be expensive, if not mistaken. But there you have it. There's the other part there. So very cool to have this in my collection. So next up we have Reason for the Season. The 2-song cassette single. Also have it on vinyl, and the vinyl has a slight difference in the artwork. And I find what's cool with Stryper is that, or the record company they're with at the time, is that when they put an album on CD or cassette and vinyl, they'll have slight differences in the artwork or the inlay, or something will be different on a lot of albums. I've also found it was really cool with Stryper. So sometimes if you come across Stryper, it's worthwhile to pick up both the CD and or the album, I think, these days. So anyway, here we have Stryper Reach for Season cassette single, came in '84, same year that Young Black Attack was released. Here's the 2 songs, Reach for Season, Winter Wonderland, and then the second song is Program Repeated. I think on this version, I know the vinyl has 2 versions of Reach for Season, the edit version and a regular full version. This one I think only has the regular album length version, I think, of Reach for Season, if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it, Stryper Reach for Season. And next up, of course, we have their '85 album Soldier Under Command as well. And this is also the Enigma Records version. There you have it, with the same kind of spine, like Reason for the Season and Young Black Attack. And on the inside we have, of course, is the white cassette, as they all are. Those first 3 are white, other ones are white cassettes as well. And here's the inlay. Here's the artwork, kind of cool. It's kind of cool band shots there. Of course, you have your cool song titles with the credits, who wrote what. The yellow background's kind of cool. And of course you have your lyrics and all the legal stuff on the inside. So there you have it. So very cool to have in my collection. Of course, we all know Soldier Command is one of our, I guess everyone whoever's in the Stryper is usually one of their favorite albums, and it's one of my favorite albums from them too. And it has my favorite Stryper song, Soldier Command. Excuse me. And here we have their first single, I believe, Together as One, back with Soldiers Under Command. Of course, and then we have here's the back of it there. Here's the side. And again, comes on a white cassette. Nope, someone's dropped it. White cassette there. And it has, here's the inside there. And it got the credits of who played on what for the two songs together with one Soldier Command. As I'm watching the inside, just a bit of legal information and that kind of stuff. And of course, it's produced by Michael Wagner for Double Trouble Productions, who also produced Metallica Masters, excuse me, Master Puppets. I think Master Puppets was being recorded at the same time as this album was, or around the same time, from according to Michael Sweet's book. So very cool. So yeah. So that is Together as One as well. Here we have Reach Out, and here is Spine. Now, you're going to ask the question, why is this different from the Enigma Records version? I'll tell you why in a second. So mine, this one's on a black cassette, on Enigma Records. There you have it. And it has Together as One, the edited version, along with, Reach Out, the edited, Reach Out, and Together as One, the edited version. Whereas this one here has a regular version. And it also has an interview on side B with Michael and Robert Sweet. Now, if you want to know why this one is different, is because there is a version of Reach Out where this part here is the full length of the cassette. And it's got, of course, a Stryper name and Reach Out there. And the spine is like this one with that in the back. I think that's the US version. This one here, I think, the reason why it's different is because this is the Canadian version, made in Canada, and it's issued by A&M Records, I think, because it's in the back. Now, I don't know why they didn't use the same artwork with just the red and the regular, type font with the yellow. I'm not sure why, but anyway, what it is, I got this version. I bought this in the store in. I believe in '86 in Prince Edward Island. Was on a vacation there, but I wouldn't mind having this version of Reach Out as well. I wouldn't mind having to find it somewhere. It's good to have, just to have two versions of it. But like I said, I'm not a big cassette collector. If I don't get it, no worries. So, and that was, I think, the only two singles that was for Soldier Command was this one and this one. Soldier Command, Together as One, back with Soldier Command, and Reach Out back with the edited version, Together as One with the interview. Now, I think there's a Japanese version. I think in Japan released a version of Soldiers back with Together as One. There is a single of that as well in Japan. But I think in North America, these were the two main singles from Soldier Command. Now, I don't know if Europe had other versions. I don't think they do. I think they probably had similar as well. But you guys can probably let me know. So there you have it. So now we're getting into 1986, and they put two albums in that year. They put out Yellow and Black Attack, the 1986 remix recorded version. And of course, as you all know, there's fans are divided as to which version they like better. And this is the Enigma Records version. Of course, got the transparent cassette, which is really cool. Kind of cool. With the XDR cassette technology for the sound quality. And here we have the inside lyric sheet, and of course we have the other side. Now the thing is with this one is that I would prefer if they had the individual pictures similar to the natural look here. I think this was brushed with painting, and you can tell. But like I said, I'm not complaining. It is what it is. So there you have it. Now, of course, getting back to the recording, fans were divided on which version they like better. This one, original EP. I'm kind of torn between the two myself. I do know that parts of the album was remixed. So, for example, if you look at Loving, I think it was Loving You, had the same kind of recording as Black Attack, but like Black was more raw, and I think on some of the tracks the drums were re-recorded. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, Loud and Clear and From Around the Right. You can tell the drums were was re-recorded or at least mixed differently. So there was like 2-3 sounds. The drums weren't as pronounced on like pitter pattery. I don't like that part, but the ones that had less of a change, like Reach for Seasons, closer to the original, but yet it's refined or remixed. Now, whether you prefer to have it refined or remixed, or if you prefer to have the other version, the other version had a lot of reverb. I think they didn't like the reverb, so they decided to go and re-record it. They had more money, I guess, with the sales of Soldiers and the original EP. Also, the reason why I think they did this was because the original EP sold out and it was out of print. That's why I decided to re-release this one with extra bonus track, with the extra tracks, not bonus track, sorry, extra track of Reach for Season and the Ballad of My Love Is Always Show, which is a ballad version of an earlier song, My Love Always Shows, is a hard rocker. There you have it. So, also we have, of course, the last one in the show is To Help the Devil, which is the censored cover version. There is the artwork, the original artwork floating around on this cassette, on the cassette as well. But I do have this version of the artwork, original artwork on CD and vinyl. So, and here's this cassette on black cassette. As you can tell, it was worn. And here is the inside of the artwork, and here is all the artwork. Of course, I'd say artwork on the inside, but I meant lyrics on this part. And what is cool about Stryper albums, as I said before, is that sometimes there'll be slight differences between the CD, vinyl, and or cassette. Because on a CD and vinyl, you don't have these cool stripes come here with the logo on the inside, which I think is kind of cool, right? So I think I can't remember some of the vinyl and the CD, but CD don't have that little logo with the stripes on the CD. I think the vinyl may have something there. May have this logo inside. I can't remember what it has in the gatefold. I think it has these triangle pictures. Anyway, regardless, it's good to have variations in the artwork between the different formats. I think it's pretty cool. So I had this also on cassette years ago, and I threw it out. My cassette was as you may know, over time, I had the cassette worn out because I think the last song on side 2, The Way, and More Than a Man was garbly. It played slow, so I did not like that at all. So, or at least the last part of Honestly Going Into The Way is all garbly, or The Way itself, just The Way, and More Than a Man was garbly. So on the actual cassette, so I wore mine out, and all the print on the cassettes on both sides was pretty much worn off. My picture on fire was like that too. I played the tape to death on fire, and the writing on my cassette, maybe on both sides, I can't remember for sure. I think it was worn out. So there you have it. That's how often I played those two albums. Of course, I forgot to show you this again. I showed this back in my video there about a year and a half ago. But I also bought. I'm not sure how rare this is, but I also got Michael Sweet 10 on cassette, and I'm not sure it's available at ratpackrecords.com. But I did, when I ordered the Ultimate Fan Bundle of Michael Sweet, this came with it, and it's on green cassette. It's still sealed, not opened, so I don't think I'll ever open it. I might just keep it sealed. That's just something I will have as a keepsake. So I also have that too, so very cool to have that in my collection too. Anyway, folks, let me know your thoughts, what you think, and of this presentation. And like, subscribe, comment. I welcome your comments. And if I were to find, I wouldn't mind getting some more Stryper singles on vinyl, CD, or cassette. And also wouldn't mind getting God We Trust, Against the Law, and Can't Stop Rock on cassette. But like I said, if I don't, that's fine. I'm not going to go out and order online. If I find some for basically practically nothing at around in a while, like here locally, or from anybody who might have it and want to get rid of them, I'll take it off their hands, But like I said, I'm not going to go out and look for it. Or if one of you guys online want to trade some stuff with me back and forth, I'll take anything Stryper related I don't have in my collection anyway. So if you guys want to do any trades, in terms of singles or whatnot, so or a few cassettes of God We Trust, Can't Stop Can't Stop Rockin' Against the Law, or like a couple of singles. Anyway, folks, that's all I have right now. Stay heavy. Sounds 150. Bye now.